Yo, they call me Dank, the lyrical titan. Stepping in the ring, spitting fire, igniting. From the square circle to the booth, I'm dominant. Unbreakable spirit, call me the king, I'm prominent. Beyond the barricade, the podcast bumping. Real talk, no gimmicks, ain't no time for slumping. Grinding day and night, always something to prove. Elevating the game, that's the Dank move. Mic check 1, 2, this ain't no illusion. Dropping truth bombs, causing a commotion. From the canvas to the charts, I'm climbing. Champion mindset, always shining. Resolute, run deep, instilled the fight. Never back down, always standing upright. In the ring or on the track, same intensity. Delivering knockout blows lyrically. 1, 2, this ain't no illusion. Dropping truth bombs, causing a commotion. From the canvas to the charts, I'm climbing. Champion mindset, always shining.
Hi, welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank. That is a brand new Papa Dank song right here on the Beyond the Barricade intro. All right, let me bring to you my very special guest. We don't have that much time tonight. Let me bring to you the one, the only, Herb Simmons.
Hey, Papa Dank, how you doing, man? I appreciate you moving the schedule around to accommodate me.
Listen, we know how the wrestling business is. You know, we gotta, card subject to change, right?
It's all card subject to change. Them dang promoters, you never know what they're going to do.
Yes. I'm doing okay. I was injured defending my 23-6 championship. My son broke into my room and tried to pin me, and we struggled. But I'm still the champion. That's all that matters.
Oh, well, that's what happens as long as you can hold the gold up, I'll tell you.
I'm the longest reigning. But let's get into what the nitty-gritty, what we're here for. Let's talk about FanFest 3 coming up May 16th and the 17th. Look at that lineup, and that's not everybody. That's just part of the lineup. We also have Matt Riddle joining everyone. Matt Riddle joining us. And, of course, Devon Dudley will be there as well. Right, Herb?
Yeah, Devon was just advertised last week, him and Jacqueline. I'm really excited about them. And, of course, everybody on the card is a star power, legends, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Tito Santana, Abdullah the Butcher, Kevin Von Erich making one of his rare appearances. With Dr. D, David Schultz, Sabu, of course, Teddy Long, Mac Davis, the Rock and Roll Express, Nikita Koloff. It's just a who's who of the business that we love so much. And you're right, FanFest 3, everybody said I was crazy for doing 1, 2, and they just now know I lost my mind altogether now with FanFest 3.
And don't forget, Barbara Goodish will be in the house as well.
Yep, just talked to Barbara today. She is looking forward to making it in. She always takes part of that Bruiser Brody Battle Royal because, that's kind of what this all surrounds that. And, this would be the 66th year of Wrestling at the Chase, the program that started on television in St. Louis in 1959 or into 1983. If it had stayed on television, it would have been 66 years. So we always celebrate that. The late, great Sam Muchnick, his award this year goes to one of our own local legends, a gentleman named Ron Powers, dear friend of mine. I'm really excited about him receiving that honor. Teddy Long is receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Wow.
And just a list. This weekend all starts off on Friday night, May 16th with Bill Apter. We all know the name Bill Apter.
That's right.
He'll be doing a question and answer session with the boys and girls that will be in town early that Friday evening at 7 p.m. The legends will then set up have their gimmick table set up, and people that attend that will be able to get some autographs and look at what goods they have. Some of them have some of their books with them, but that's Friday evening, and then Saturday between 9 and 10 o'clock, whatever I feel time wise. We'll open the doors. And, this year it's at the Hilton at the St. Louis airport. Real easy to get to if you're flying in from out of town. Today is the last day that you can get your room at the SICW discounted price up until midnight. You can still get rooms, but you just won't get the discount. We've kept it open all the way up till today. But and then Saturday, it starts off Fan Fest. Got quite a few vendors that will be there with their goods, and of course that will run until about 5 p.m. And then the big St. Louis Wrestling Hall of Fame takes place. And this year we got 5 inductees going in. Greg the Hammer Valentine, who will be with us, will be there. He's really excited about being inducted into that Hall of Fame that isn't just a make-believe Hall of Fame. It's a real who's who of the game. Everybody from Sam Muchnick all the way through the years of where we are to this day. But, you'll have him, the late, great Crusher Blackwell is being inducted this year, former Missouri state champion. Ivan Koloff is going in.
Wow.
Ox Baker, his family will be there to accept that honor. Ox done a lot of work for me over the years, and then the last one is Hacksaw Butch Reed, who also did a lot of work for me. His family will be there accepting the honors for him, and then of course around 7:00 the Bruiser Brody Battle Royal takes place. I think as of last night, my booker told me we got about 9 big bouts matches.
Wow.
Which is way more than I usually have. But, I thought, what the heck? This is our little mini WrestleMania,
Yeah, 100%.
So, I want the fans. So when they leave there, I want them to say, wow, this was a Friday and a Saturday that we got to mingle with the talents, like Abdullah the Butcher. He'll have his new book that he's written. Tito Santana, like I said, the Rock and Roll Express, Dr. D. David shows. I had the time to sit there and talk with these guys. Who knows? Maybe have a few drinks with them in the bar afterwards,
Right.
That's wrestling. That's how that works, But
Right.
I want them to say, then the wrestling night, Barbara Goodish, like I said, will be there. She'll present the winner of that big battle royal, that beautiful trophy cup. We got some tag matches that will take place. The SICW Classic title will be defended that night. Belleville's own Bobby D, who you've had on your show, or going to have on, I think.
He'll be on Friday.
Yeah, coming up. But Bobby, the champion, he'll be defending that title against a gentleman who was trained by the late, great Harley Race superstar Steve Fender.
Wow.
Big main event there, but then Attila Khan will be in action as he takes on the Golden Boy, Greg Anthony. Just, 2 big main events there. And of course, somebody you're going to have on later tonight. He's not on my Christmas list, I can tell you, but the big nasty Glenn Williams, what the guy lacks in the ring, he makes up on the microphone. But right now, he's really kicking butt in that ring, I'm telling you. But he'll be taking on his farmer mentor that night on the 17th of May, and the Canadian hero Sean Vincent.
Wow, that's an awesome card.
And that's just 3 matches, and then we got the ladies matches. Our 6'7" giant Lilith Khan, the spawn of Khan, will be in action as she takes on Miss Hyde. So there's something for everybody. And again, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the new location at the Hilton Hotel at the airport. I'm excited about having guys, friends like you, help promote it. I'm disappointed that you can't make it this year because I know you had such a great time, and I was looking forward to seeing your son again.
Such a blast.
Yeah, it was fun, and you've helped promote it, and you're doing that today, and that's what it takes. It takes guys like you with your program to help get the word out there, because us little guys with these little promotions need all the help we can get.
I'm here for you and SICW whenever you need me, 100%. I am a fan, and I'm truly thankful at last year, you guys embraced me as family, and that means more to me than anything else in the world.
Well, and I try to catch your show all the time because you've got so much great talent up there in your area. There's somebody on there saying good evening to us.
Yeah.
So there is somebody
Blocks.
watching.
That's Blocks.
Yeah.
Part of Titan. Yeah, part of Titan Championship Wrestling. There's a lot of stuff going up here in the Northeast,
Yeah, you got a lot, and that's what I mean, and that's why I'm scouting the talent, just through Papa Dink's show, and you got a lot of young talent up there, and if
Yeah.
they ever get down this way, I'd be more than glad to give them a shout. Our little TV program every Sunday night at 8 o'clock on YouTube's doing great. We do old school studio tapings and tell our stories and have our house show every about 4 weeks, and we got a lot going on. We tied up with NASCAR last year. We had racing and wrestling, and we are fortunate to be back with them this year with 3 more racing and wrestling events, NASCAR and the NHRA and the dragster. So that plus a lot of fundraisers for these communities, school gymnasiums out in Sandoval, Illinois, Troy, Illinois for the Tri-City Park District, Fairmont City, Illinois for the police department. It's just shows that we repeat year after year after year, which I believe shows that that's why SICW is those 4 letters are pretty well known around the country.
Very well known throughout the country. Someone brought up your name not too long ago up here.
I hope
you know Herb Simmons? Like, who doesn't know Herb Simmons?
Well, I hope it wasn't somebody looking for me.
No. They were trying to make it to FanFest too, but unfortunately they couldn't as well. They had family obligations.
Yeah, well, and I think that's what's good. Like I said, the hotel is happy with the sale of the rent of the room. So I was there this past week and getting a measurement of the ballroom. It's a bigger room, about 3,000 square feet more.
Wow.
So we'll have the ring set up. I don't know if you remember last year we had to rush everybody out and then set the ring up. Well, this year
I remember.
Everything's going to be set up in advance. There won't be a lot of hustle and bustle. And plus, being at the airport saves me from making all those trips back and forth to the airport because I like to treat my guests right, and so that way they don't talk bad about me, but
Nobody talks bad about you.
They just tell me I'm the Uber driver. I said, no, you got that wrong. I'm your Herber driver.
I was lucky to sit across from Haku. And I was excited. I'm like, man, that's Haku over there. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Brandon was excited too.
What a great guy Haku is. And when you look at the list of guys I got coming on there, they're all great guys. They've all done so much for the business. And and Bill Apter are going to be there that Friday night. His one-man show last year was great.
What a great show that was. Something I will never forget.
I believe that. I mean, it was all good, but I believe that, there's always highlights of something. And I believe that. And then plus Randy Orton being there to induct his dad, Bob Orton. And of course, when Randy's brother jumped over the rope and he just stole the show, He
did.
So those are memories that I will remember forever because, after 52 years in this business, I've seen a lot. I've heard a lot. I've heard all the road stories. And I've heard some road stories hundreds of times over from these guys, but each time they tell them, they get a little bit better. And I just enjoy them.
What about the biggest surprise of the night? Jimmy Hart. He was surprised.
Jimmy Hart, the mouth of the South. I'm telling you, that was kind of a payback because the year before they surprised me and they gave me that Lifetime Achievement Award. And Nick Reddenauer, my associate there, my senior referee, last year said, Jimmy has done so much for us, so much for the business. Why don't we keep it a big secret? And boy, we will. And we did. And to this day, Jimmy will tell you it floored him. It's not too often you get Jimmy Hart to be speechless, but there for just a few seconds, he didn't know what to say.
He did it, yeah.
But great guy. He can't join us this year because he had another commitment, but he really hates it. But he said, brother, baby, I got you next year, And I said, well, I don't know about next year. Let's get through 3 first,
Right.
So,
I was able to chat with him for a little bit too. That was amazing as well.
Great guy. I mean, all of them, this year, last year, Ricky Morton had to pull out because of his NWA commitment. But this year he's with us. So having him and Robert Gibson there, that's a good photo op. Sabu going to be there. Shane Douglas.
Yeah, Shane Douglas. I just saw him recently.
Yeah, Fonzie, Bill Alfonso, from the
Yeah,
ECW days,
ECW.
been
Yeah,
all over. Yeah, so that's going to be a photo up there if you can get them guys together. That's a
yeah,
classic photo,
that is.
and not to count, and all the vendors who are signed on to be there. A couple other podcasts will be there. People will be there selling their goods and their t-shirts and whatever they've got, and. So I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to get here and then get on to these other shows that we have lined up, and it's going to
That's
be a
right.
busy summer.
I got one of them right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Right
We just
there,
signed that one.
October 25th.
That's a new event for us this year. They come to a couple of our shows in Belleville, Illinois, and really loved what they saw. They'd been to a couple other places and saw it, and they said, "Yeah, we'd like for you to come and help us." So we're excited about going to Troy, Illinois. In fact, they're putting up a big billboard on the interstate with the picture of Cowboy Bob Orton on it, and
Awesome.
really looking forward to going to Troy, Illinois, and helping them out. And as you and I've talked before, I really enjoy helping these nonprofit organizations.
Yes.
Because that money stays in their communities. It helps the children or for special projects, and it's I like being able to say that SICW has been a part of helping do that.
I love that you do all that stuff, Herb. I wish we had more time, man. We'll have to do an episode after FanFest to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when I don't have any hair because I pulled it all out. Yeah, the after the post wrestle
the afterfest.
SICW post interview, but I really appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't get here tonight. It's just been busy, and but all the help you give us promoting this thing, I'm forever indebted to you because as you said. We had been talking prior to last year a few times. I was on, and then when you showed up, I got to meet you, and then you are a part of that SICW family, and we really appreciate all the help you give us.
I appreciate that, and man, I appreciate your son. I had a good chance to talk to your son too, as well.
Great guy. He's been joining my hips, and
he's awesome.
He's probably I'm trying to teach him the ropes, and
yeah.
And what I like about it is he's smart enough to know, Dad, I'll never learn everything you've learned. I said, that's what it is. You got to learn yourself. You got to do your own thing. Nobody's going to want to hear, well, your dad did it this way, because then you'll be able to say, yeah, he did, but guess what? We're doing it my way.
All right, Herb. Let everybody know where they can follow you.
Used to be a song like that, My Way.
There used to be, yeah. It still is around. Let everybody know where they can follow you and SICW and where they can get their tickets.
On the SICW.org, you can still get tickets. If you want to get a room booked, you got till midnight Central Time. Go on there. You can still get rooms. You just won't get that little discount that they gave us, and you may not care about that. But I really encourage you, if you're coming from out of town, everything takes right across from the airport. You get off, and they have a shuttle runs every 15 minutes across the street to the airport. But you can get your tickets online at sicw.org. We've made it real simple. We've made it affordable. And if you miss out on this one, shame on you, because they're going to be talking about this one for many years to come.
No doubt about it. All right. Up next for me is your buddy over there, Glenn Williams, coming up.
Well, make sure you tell Glenn that because you're having him on that I said, hello, have a good show, and tell him be sure to remember how to spell my name right.
Also coming up tomorrow is the Big Texan. He returns to the podcast. I love this guy.
I got to tune into that guy. That guy is a mountain of a guy. He represented the SICW for maybe a little over a year, I think, as our champion. And he was also not only the SICW champion, but held the title of the Shriners, Ionite Shriners Temple championship. What a great guy the Texan is.
100%. And then after that, we got the SICW champion himself, Bobby D, joining me on Friday.
That's my guy right there, Bobby D. He is the one that's out there now thumping the tune of SICW. And I'm
Leading
telling
the
you,
charge.
not only can he brawl, he's an amateur wrestler. He works with a lot of the youth in the communities on teaching them how to do amateur wrestling.
Yes. All right. And then, of course, our personal favorite, Herb, the one and only Stephen E. returning once again.
Well, I can't see it. It's just a blank spot. It's got a big X across it, you know. What fun it's been, I'll tell you.
Oh, man, 100%. All right. Also coming up, even though I will not be there this Friday at SWA, fool me 3 times. Go get your tickets for SWA at SWA Wrestling. Go check them out. And then Saturday, I will be in the house for Grandmaster of the Mat for NYWC. Drew Gulak is coming to NYWC this Saturday. Get your tickets at NYWCProWrestling.com. And then in July, Herb, for the first time on Long Island, NYWC has teamed up to present Rising Stars Women's Wrestling. Legit Layla Hirsch will be in the house right there.
Man,
I'm excited, as well as Zoe Sky so far, right? We got more announcements coming up next week. Myself and Coach David will be announcing a couple of more Rising Stars Women's Wrestling talent coming on for July 12th. Make sure you'll get your tickets soon. They'll be up on the NYWC site real soon. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Then, of course,
you got a busy schedule.
I got a busy day, and even though FanFest is going on in St. Louis, up here in New Jersey, we got Titan Championship Wrestling presents Rise of the Titans as PJ Savage goes up against Michael Fain, all-in-one Michael Fain. Saturday, May 17th, go to TitanChampionshipWrestling.com to get your tickets. The last show, 3 steel cage matches. Crazy night.
Yes.
Herb, thank you for coming on. I appreciate
thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And if I can ever be of assistance, I'm only a phone call away.
I appreciate you. But hold on for a minute, everybody else. I'll be back in a few short minutes with Glenn Williams.